Hey everybody, Zach with the Midnight Jamboree. So Black Friday was this past Friday and today is Cyber Monday. Not really seeing too many deals on Cyber Monday that I wasn't able to kind of already get through Black Friday, other than of course Target having all of their stuff 15% off. So if you're looking to get some pre-orders in, like for that cool lenticular It set, or kind of the Thor Ragnarok digibook style thing, some pretty cool stuff to kind of get there. But for the most part, I've already done all my shopping and I got my last stuff today. So I'm going to do kind of a Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend style haul and show you everything that I was able to pick up. So first thing I got was on a lightning deal on Amazon, Van Helsing the 4K edition. And I really like Van Helsing. I think this movie is stupid, but I think it's so cool. Just everything about it. Hugh Jackman is awesome. The monsters have a really good portrayal for all their characters. And I just think it's fun. I mean, it's got some witty humor to it. And it's an overall fun film. So really happy to have it. It was $12.99, so relatively reasonable for a 4K movie. Next one I got was The Fate of the Furious. Now, I'm pretty proud to say that almost every single Fast and the Furious movie I've bought on a Black Friday deal. So this one was at Best Buy for $9.99. Extremely reasonable for a brand new movie. Not as reasonable as Wonder Woman at $9.99, but I didn't get that one because I was kind of holding out for the 3D cut. But this one, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It's the only one I haven't watched yet, just because I like the Fast and the Furious movies, but I don't go absolutely crazy and like, oh, I need to see this today. It's amazing. So I hear this one's pretty funny, and I look forward to kind of checking it out. Next one I got was Serenity on 4K, and this one was another lightning deal on Amazon, $12.99. Like, extremely reasonable. Most of these retail for about $19.99, or if they're on sale, like buy two, get one, something like that. They're usually about like $15 roughly, so nothing crazy to get it at $12.99, but to still be upgrading to 4K already at that reasonable price is kind of good. It took Blu-ray a little while to get down that cheap, at least if I'm recalling correctly, 10 years ago. So it's kind of cool to have already a lot of good catalog titles on 4K. Not as many as I would kind of think at this point, but we've gotten some good ones. And of course, Serenity, it's awesome. I love this movie. I love Firefly, so it's really cool to have this and be able to kind of check it out in stunning 4K. I doubt the TV show will ever get a 4K release, but if it did, the effects would be even worse. Next one, E.T. on 4K. I love this movie. This movie is amazing. Every part of it's great. And to be able to see it in such good definition is going to be fantastic. The release that came out on Blu-ray was 4K, but obviously when you're kind of rendering it down to 1080p, you don't have the exact kind of scope and color levels and kind of everything you're going to get with the 4K. Obviously HDR on here. I mean, it's a pretty good package. There are people who say this one doesn't look as good as the Blu-ray. I've yet to watch it myself, but I don't see why it wouldn't look 10 times better. I mean, especially if Spielberg even had a hand in doing any part of this transfer, which as far as I know he did. So that's going to be pretty good to watch. And I don't love the cover. I think the cover is pretty hokey. I really like the kind of Amblin like silhouette over the moon. This I just feel is very photoshopped, but I guess I get it. Either way, it doesn't include the 2000, I believe it's 2 or 3 digital cut where he put in walkie-talkies and he put in new scenes with E.T. So it doesn't have that. That one you have to kind of search out the older DVD set to find, but I don't think many people are looking that hard. So that's all the 4K movies that I picked up. Not astounding considering some of the deals that were out there, but like I said, a lot of the ones I just really don't need or I want a different version of them. Speaking of, Spider-Man Homecoming in 3D, $14.99 at Best Buy. Crazy good deal. This one I was really tempted to pick up the first week it came out. I was like, $26.99, that's fine. I can definitely justify that. But getting it for $14.99 on Black Friday was so much better. And I didn't know this one was actually one of the deals because I do prefer 3D to 4K. I still do. I'm still picking up all the 3D movies, even if it's got a great 4K release. I'll pick that up later. That's kind of where I'm at with things still, because I have an alright 4K player. I have an alright 4K TV. I'm not to that point where everything is like, oh, it leaps and bounds better. It's still just okay to me. So I haven't really gotten there yet. But 3D, I still love and want to support 3D, especially when a studio releases 3D, because Disney is not doing it as much anymore, if at all. And Universal stopped doing it too. So we're really out to kind of the last vestiges of places that are doing 3D, and Sony is one of them. Had this not been through Sony, I'm not sure it would have gotten a 3D release because Guardians of the Galaxy got a stateside 3D release in just the Best Buy exclusive set. Kind of crappy, but you can get it. Every other country pretty much has the 3D release of this. So, that for that. But I love Spider-Man Homecoming. I thought this movie was fantastic. It's probably my favorite Marvel movie since the original Iron Man, which is saying a lot because I've seen all of them and I love a lot of them. Specifically the Captain America movies after the first one. I think Winter Soldier, Civil War, those are some pretty great movies. But this one just, it captures Spider-Man. It is perfect. I liked Tobey, didn't like Andrew, but I really like this new guy. Really like the new guy, Tom Holland. I think he's a great Peter Parker, great Spider-Man. Overall, just awesome. So happy to have this one. The next one was one I hesitated. I hesitated buying this because I really don't like this movie, but I really wanted to get the 3D version of that. And that's Suicide Squad. I don't like this movie. I will freely admit that. I don't think it was very well done. I think certain characterizations were very cool, but past that, this movie really sucked. It was a terrible film. It could add a lot of potential. Giving it that. It had so much potential. Didn't like this guy. I don't think many people did, though. Well, crazy people did. But I didn't like this movie. But it was a 3D release at $9.99. And like I said, I'm trying to support 3D, making sure everybody's like, oh, keep doing 3D. This is great. But I really wish that this movie had been better. But for $9.99, I wasn't really going to complain very much. I just kind of like shrugged and added it to my basket, and now it's here. The next one, however, I had no problems buying. The Lego Batman movie in 3D. Now, I had wanted this one when it came out, but 3D is very expensive. It really, compared to the normal versions that most of the time, $17.99 to $19.99 roughly, all depending upon if it's a good sale, 3D is usually $26.99 or higher. And that's tough to justify for one movie. It's a good movie. It's a very good movie, but it's just $26.99 is a lot of money to just drop down and be like, hey, I just got the 3D cut. That's great. Hey, A+. I have to wait. And $9.99, I couldn't pass this one up. I missed it when it was first online, so I had to go to the store, and I had it in my hands, but the line was super long, so I was just like, I'll come back tomorrow. And by that time, all the stores were saying, oh, we don't have it in stock. Oh, it's not around. And I was like, crap. So I went to the store, and thankfully, I found one kind of tucked behind a lot of the 2D releases. They had a lot of the 4K at $14.99, but I wanted the 3D. So I'm very happy to have this one in 3D, because I also have the original Lego movie in 3D, and I'll most likely buy Ninjago when that comes out in 3D. But that one I'm not paying. I'll pay $9.99 maybe. Definitely won't pay a penny more than that. This next one I got is Minions in 3D. I already have this movie on the standard Blu-ray set, but the 3D was on a lightning deal for $7.99. And I wanted to pick it up to get that 3D disc, because like I said, trying to get everything in 3D, anything I possibly can. So I was able to get this one. I know it came out in 4K, and the third one is coming out relatively soon, I think next week. But the thing with that one is it's not getting a 3D release stateside, so it's really crappy. And especially with DreamWorks leaving Fox to go over to Universal, we're not going to get any 3D releases from them either, which is lame on so many levels, especially if they're releasing it in theaters in 3D. That's a rant for another time, though. But Minions, it had a lot of really good effects, especially just after I saw Despicable Me 2 in the theaters. I was like, man, this would look great in 3D. And then I saw Minions. I was like, man, this will also look great in 3D. So Illumination is really kind of killing it with the 3D, in my opinion, as opposed to a lot of other studios who are like, well, that's interesting. It's not great. But this one, really cool, and happy to have it, especially for $7.99. Great price. So that was all the 3D movies I got. Not a lot, but that's some pretty good deals, especially for those DC ones. I was really hopeful maybe Man of Steel or Wonder Woman might have been out in 3D for pretty cheap, but the 3D was still like $29.99 for Wonder Woman. I'm not paying that when the 4K dropped to $9.99. Come on, Best Buy. Throw me a bone here. I would have bought it. A lot of people would have bought it. So eBay had a coupon, $10 off, and it didn't work for me the first day that I tried to use it, or the second day that I tried to use it. But then I got an email from them saying, oh, here's an amends coupon, here's $10. And I was like, $10 on eBay, I'll definitely find something I want. And I picked up the Daniel Craig collection, 007. This was the last one that I needed to kind of complete my set. They did release one that didn't have Spectre before this, and that was always relatively cheap. But at a point I was like, well, Spectre's out. Why can't they release a set, and they did. And this one generally retails for $40. No way I was paying that. That's way too much money for this set. The seller had it for $30, talked him down to $25, use that $10 coupon, $15, free shipping. I'll definitely take it for that, because it has Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectre. And now I own every single James Bond movie. So that's pretty cool. I'm definitely happy to have those. I really lament throwing away all my digital codes for the other James Bond sets that I have, but in my naivete, I was like, oh, hey, I don't need digital copies of anything. Yeah, what an idiot I am. Have the digital copies for this? Definitely going to do it. Definitely going to use those. So that's all I picked up this Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And I mean, there's some really good stuff in there. I didn't go crazy like I have in past years, because a lot of places just didn't have great deals. I mean, Best Buy had some killer stuff. Amazon did too. I went to Target, didn't really see anything that kind of rocked my world or anything like that. And same with Walmart. Walmart had 2 shippers at the front of the store, completely mixed up. Just the worst thing. And I went in there on Friday, and obviously Walmart's kind of the place to go. A lot of people, those things probably looked a lot better Thursday at about 5 p.m., but they were decimated. And I know they had a lot of really good deals, like the Lethal Weapon set, which I already have. The Ultimate Matrix collection, I already have 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray. I don't really need anything past that. So I know that they had some pretty cool stuff. And I wish I had kind of seen the Die Hard collection there, because I know they had that one that has the unrated cut of Live Free, Die Hard. And I've been meaning to kind of upgrade to that set. So that was a little bit lame to miss that, but I completely get it. I mean, like I said, I went in there on Friday. That was my own fault. If I really wanted anything, I should have gone in there on Thursday. But like I said, Best Buy, Amazon really didn't kill it, but definitely I think Best Buy was the overall winner for Black Friday, and I got pretty much all my stuff there, so I'm pretty happy. So until next Black Friday, I will adore these films, add them to my collection, try and kind of sort that out here. Right, so I think that'll do it for my Black Friday haul. Don't forget to subscribe to us here on YouTube and hit that notification bell so you can see the next time we upload a video. Also, don't forget to follow us on our various social media platforms. We have Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all those good places, so you can kind of see what we do outside the YouTube channel. All right, so I think that'll do it for this episode of the Midnight Jamboree. I'm Zach. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye, everybody.